What is happening, everybody? Tyson here with Garage Life RC, and I am on a mission to build my favorite RC car. And to complete that mission, I had to do some research, and I had to look around and decide, do I want to extend a Creighton and make a Creighton XL? What do I want out of a truck? Well, one, I want durability. I want precision, and I want great handling. And the only thing I could think of is to take my Techno MT410 that I really love, beef it up, extend it out, make it a little bit longer, and build what I would consider, hopefully, we'll find out, the best basher that I can build. So I'm starting with a MT410 kit. I have a bunch of M2C goodies here that we're going to put on, including a chassis. We're going to extend it out, and you guys are going to get to be a part of this series with me. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up this box, get out the instructions, and we're going to go step by step, replacing some of the stock parts with upgraded parts, M2C parts, different bearings, and we're going to have a blast building this vehicle. And we're going to finish it off with a custom painted body that I'm going to do, and then we're going to go out and we're going to give this thing some heck and tune it along the way. So if you're into builds and following along with how people do builds, go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and be on the lookout for this playlist as we can do that. So let's go ahead and dig in to this Techno MT410 kit and all the goodies we have here. And we're gonna do this and also make a bunch of adjustments along the way. So let me aim the camera down here for you guys so you can see what we have in the box here and how we're gonna be building everything out. So there we have it, a Techno MT410 kit. Let's go ahead and open it up, and wabam! We have all our bags. So you got some oils, which I'm not going to use Technos. I'm going to use Team Corrali oil. We have a bag full of parts, another bag full of parts, instruction manual and stickers, and then we have a chassis that we're not going to use. So let's just get this stuff out of the way here. And here we have bag A, which is a differential. So you got a center differential here, and what I have with the Techno stuff is I purchased from M2C the differential kit. So we're going to turn this one into our center differential here. This is M2C's, holds more oil, and let's just compare it for size to what Techno has. So here you can see the size. Doesn't look a whole bunch different, but when you look on the inside, you can tell that there's a difference there in how much oil is going to be held in there. So we have the Techno spur gear that we're going to replace that one with. So there's the difference in what we're going to have. We're going to have aluminum or hardened steel. Changing the plastic one out for that. So I'll throw that in my drawer so I know we don't need it. We don't need this because we're going to be going with this housing. Alright, so time to fill this M2C center diff. I have all the gears in there and shimmed per M2C's specifications. Now Techno calls for 100,000 diff weight in the center. I'm going to go with 250,000 diff syrup with Team Corelli. And they tell you basically to fill it a millimeter from the top, which this stuff is pretty thick. I might actually mix this. Seems a little thicker than what I thought it would be. Let's kind of spin this around a little bit so it can go in there. Squirt some more in. Alright, so I've let this center diff sit for a little bit and I have it about as full as I want to put it. So now it's time basically to put this gear on. And again, I have the upgraded gear and I just try kind of to line up the best I can. And don't tip it over. And we can turn it nice and smooth by hand. And I use 250,000 weight oil in here. But we got a nice turning factor here. So we will take that and set it aside, because now we're going to move on to the next page of our instruction, which is bag B, front and rear differentials. So really the same thing that we just did, except these have metal gears with them already. So we're going to let these sit now and level on in. And when I'm ready to assemble these, when I'm ready to assemble these, I will get right back with you guys. Alright, so we got the differentials filled up. We got the front, we got the rear. They've been settling. Spilled some, obviously, too, right there. So now it becomes time to put the top on, put the gear in there. And so we're going to take each one of these here. I guess that gives it the lubrication that it's going to need. All right. So here we go. We got the front, the rear, center differentials done, and a mess. But I gotta try to get a little bit cleaned up. So now that the differentials are done, we're going to be putting them in the bulkheads and putting the body mounts on them. I'm going to be using the standard Techno bulkheads. I don't see anything wrong with them. I think they're going to hold up just fine. But I am putting M2C body mounts on. So I'm going to go ahead and start assembling those, and then I will get back with you guys to show you the next step. Alright guys, so I decided just to keep kind of building a little bit. Didn't know if you guys really wanted to see everything, but I got the rear end put together. I got the M2C shock tower on here, which I think is gonna hold up fantastic. Got all this put together. I was surprised with how well everything fit together on this. Real smooth, real nice, precision. I mean, even to the point of on the bottom of the axle carriers here, you have grub screws that go in and help hold the bar in place that goes through the pin down here. The pins that go through the axles are here, have a little bit of a beveled edge on them to where the grub screw that goes in the end sits in. So I thought that was really interesting as well. Everything just flows and works real smooth. It's a real nice setup here for the rear end. And then I also did the front end, and while I was doing it, obviously I replaced the bearings. I told you I was going to do that at the beginning. I put in Boca bearings all the way around. But we got the front end done here. We got the M2C steering plate here, M2C tower. This is so smooth, just super smooth and precision the way that it goes together. Everything is just real nice, and this is going to be, you know, you're taking the race quality that Techno does and you're putting it into a basher, and I think that's just realistically going to be fantastic. I'm so excited to continue this build. So we now have a front end, we have a rear end. And with the front end, I don't have the stock bumper on there because I'm replacing it with a POS bumper out of Germany. We have the center diff with the M2C housing on it, and we have an M2C chassis and a lot of other goodies. So I'm going to get building on the next step, building some shocks, and that'll be in the next episode. So the next one will probably be building shocks with M2C and starting to get the chassis put under this thing, and it's coming together, and we're gonna have a fun time, and then we're gonna put it through its paces. I'm on the mission to build the strongest basher that I have, so I believe it's gonna start with Techno, and I'm excited to get out there and try it out. So Thanks for checking this out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with your friends. Tell me down below if you've kind of built something custom before. And then also comment down below, what power system should I put in this thing? I'm kind of up in the air. Do I want to put in a Castle system? Do I want to put in a Hobbywing Max 8 G2? Do I want to put in a Corrali system? I don't know exactly what system I want to put in here, so why don't you comment down below what system you want to see me put in here, and the one with the most comments, we'll go ahead and do that. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and peace out.